Is a continuation video of Oracle database training. In that, today we'll be covering archive log mode and no archive log mode difference as well as practicals, and we'll try to understand in which scenario your database should be in the archive log mode and in which case your database should be in no archive log mode. Generally, if you see most of the your projects where you will, if you are working as a Oracle DB or you are going to work, you will see most of the projects where database will be in the archive log mode. In certain clients machines only you will see your machine in no archive log mode. So we have to understand this very clear that why machines are your database will be in archive log mode. So as we know, your data backup plays a very important role for your any case of disaster or any kind of uncertain situation happen to your database. Somebody deleted or done some unwanted thing with your environment. So in that case you should have backup to roll back and do the recovery at a point of time when the crash happened or any disaster happened to your database. So for that, your database should be in archive log mode. As you can see, archive log mode is a mode that you can put the database in for creating a backup for all the transaction, like whatever the transaction you are doing through DML or DDL execution you are doing on the database. That's all the transactions are getting backed up through archive log mode only. But in case if you will be in no archive log mode, your transaction will all the transactions, whatever the changes you are doing on the database, that will not get backed up as a archive. So that facility you will get once your database will be in the archive log mode. So uh, now I think we are clear with what's the difference here. Like archive log mode, your database will take a archive backup, and that archive backup will be responsible for recovering your database at any point in time. So this is a very important line. Like for doing any point of time recovery, your database should be in the archive log mode. But if you will be in no archive log mode, generally you won't see much environments in no archive log mode. Yes, there are some situation like if your database is a dev environment or test environment or even uh, in some cases you will see a production environment also in no archive log mode. If they have already alternate machine for that and they are taking a backup for that machine, and they don't want to take a backup of their standby machine, so in that situation that machine you will see in archive no archive log mode. So no archive log mode is basically absence of archive log mode and has disadvantage of not being able to recover any point in time. No archive log mode does have advantage of not having a right transaction to an archive log, and thus increase the performance of database slightly. Yes, obviously if your database is doing multiple performance activities at a time, obviously your database will feel some slowness. So in no archive side you don't have this option for doing a database backup through through archival from online radiolog to archival. So in that case obviously your database will be slightly performing little better, but that you will not be able to observe it normally. So the next is advantage and disadvantage. So in archive log mode, now we know that if you have a database in archive log mode, you can perform a backup, and by that backup you can like that backup you can take it online and offline both. And by using that archive log full backup, you can do the recovery of your machine in any data loss or in any changes that you made on the database, you can restore it back. So disadvantage is only this, that it required additional disk space to store that archive log files. However, the agent offer that option to purge that log after they have been backed up giving you the opportunity to fulfill the disk space. So that archives also you can delete it with some retention period. You can keep some retention period, like after this many days, if your database is getting fully backed up, then you can keep some retention to your archive destination, and then you can delete it on a retention basis, or otherwise you can purge and you can directly delete it if that is already backed up. Like you can take a archive backup and then you can delete your generated new archive. So that cases you will discuss in a problems. So the next is no archive advantage. Obviously, if no archive is not generating archive, so it won't require any additional disk space. So that is on one advantage, and little slightly performing good performance. So that two things I can consider as a advantage. And there is so many disadvantages, like you won't be able to recover your database in case of any disaster. You won't be able to, your database will not be in the consistent mode. Obviously, if any uncertainty happen to your database, you won't be able to do the point in time recovery. So there is a note you can see here. uh, uh, because the no archive mode does not guarantee or recovery, there is a disaster agent for Oracle does not support this mode. If you need to maintain a Oracle server is no archive log mode, you must back up your full Oracle database file without the agent using CAR server backup while the database is offline and ensure the disaster recovery. So this is for a situation where you don't have a backup, so you can use that agent facility to take a full backup of your database, and that will help you for further recovery in future if any disaster happen to your environment. So now we'll see the practicals, like how I have already noted down these steps that I am going to show you on the practicals. Like here you can I'm just going to connect it, like SQL plus. It's a 12C machine. Let me show you my database. Select name, comma, open, select name, comma, log underscore move from v dollar database. Yeah, so as you can see, my database is no archive mode. There is a one more command you can use, archive log list. By this also you can see your destination of your archive log. Your archive log mode is disabled, so this is the thing. So if you wanted to make your database in archive log mode, then you have to shut down your database and go into a uh, mount mode, and from there you can do the changes. So well, shut down immediate. By this I will shut down the database, and then let's see how much time it will take to shut down the DB. Yeah, it's shut down now. So after shutting down, you can see my document in that. uh, like after shutting down, by this alter statement, alter system set archive log destination one is equal to that path wherever you need to generate that archive, that path you have to give, and then scope is equal to SVG file, so that it can immediately get updated to a SPA file, that archive destination. So I shut down the database, then I'll start up mount. Let's execute that. Start up mount. So after that, our database will come into a archive in mount mode. So after, once the database come into into a mount mode, then we'll execute alter database archive log mode. So by executing this, our database will get converted from no archive log mode to archive log mode, and it will start generating the archives for our environment. Let's try that. It's take little time. Yeah, it's coming up now. Yeah. So alter database archive log. Alter database archive log. By this command, as you can see here, alter database archive log. By this, we can alter it. Now our database is archive log mode. So it will start generating archive, and there is a next command to open our database. By that, we can open it and alter database open. By this, we can open the database and we can check archive log mode. And by this also we can check the archive log list, and then it's the same way that we can again shut down and start up mount mode, and then we have to run the alter database no archive log mode. So here only I'll do that because it will repeat the same steps, so I'm not going to do that again. Alter database no archive log. By this again your database will come into no archive log mode. So this is the way we can perform it, and then we can open the database once again. By this alter database open, and then we can alter database open, and now it will take little time. Yeah, now it's open. We'll see the database. Select name comma log underscore move from with dollar database. So yeah, this is the way. Now you can see your database again came into no archive log mode. So yeah, if here I would have not converted to no archive log mode, yeah, then in that case it will show here as a archive log mode. So this is the way that you have to perform to make your database from no archive to archive and archive to no archive. If you make this in no archive, it will not generate any archive to your archive destination. If you convert it into archive, then it will generate archive into your this destination location. So for checking your destination location, you have to run archive log list. So thanks for watching till here. I hope this will helpful for every new person who is joining a database career. Thanks for watching.